Good evening. Welcome to Military Strategies, November 7, 2025. Today we talk about the persecution of Christians in Africa and what's happening now. Why is the world silent? We need to discuss this. Enough. Stop persecuting people for their religion. Today we're going to tell you the details of what's really happening. Who are they? How are they funded? And who sells them weapons? The radical Islamist militias in Africa, the ones who persecute Christians, they have no place here. Family, your likes, your comments. Let's get started.
Family, good afternoon. Welcome to Military Strategies. What a show we have today. What a story we have today. We've been talking and discussing this for years every now and then, whenever some news comes up. Unfortunately, the news only makes it to the media when the number of people killed surpasses 100. But today we're here to talk seriously now with data and first-hand information about what's happening in Africa, about what's happening in the African Christian community, about what they're experiencing, innocent children who have nothing and do no harm to anyone, and who are being persecuted by hordes of barbarians for believing in the message of Jesus. We are in the year 2025. That's enough. That's enough. The images that I have been able to see, that I have been able to analyze, that I have been able to study in depth, unfortunately, we can't show many of them here. But they are terrible, terrible. What we're seeing is terrible, and it's something that has to stop now. United Nations total silence again. And there are no demonstrations. From Free Christians in Africa, there are no demonstrations to free the Christians, to free the kidnapped people in Africa. To make this stop, the only one who has raised his voice has been Donald J. Trump. Hundreds and hundreds of Christians have been plunged into darkness. Donald Trump says radical Islamists are responsible. I am here to make Nigeria a country of particularly concern. That's the legal definition. When Christians or any group are massacred,
as happened in Nigeria. 100?
Christians eliminated from the 4,476 worldwide.
What?
Such horrible numbers. Something has to be done. Something has to be done, says Donald Trump, to stop the persecution of Christians in Africa.
I'm asking Congressman Riley Moore together.
I've asked Congress and Riley Moore, together with Chief Tom Cole, and the House Appropriations Committee to look into this immediately. And to give me a report immediately. And I say this very clearly.
Immediately. The
United States cannot witness or stand by and do nothing in the face of these kinds of atrocities. The atrocities occurring in Nigeria and other countries.
In many other countries, not just in Nigeria.
Not just in Nigeria, it's also
in other places.
We are prepared and willing and capable of saving
our
great Christian population around the world.
This is not going
to happen. Killing Christians is not going to happen.
Let's move on to Nigeria.
Nigeria is not going to be happy.
And they are going to
Be a miserable country, weapons everywhere. This is unbelievable. Now we're going to talk about this. I'm going to tell you and show you things. You're going to be amazed.
guns blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing.
And we're going to wipe out the terrorists who are committing, the Islamic ones who are committing these horrible atrocities.
Horrible atrocities. I'm here to instruct our department.
I'm here to instruct the Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it'll be quick. It will be cruel and sweet. He means it's going to hit them hard.
Just like the terrorist thugs attack the same.
Just like the terrorist attacks, he's going to do what the terrorists are doing. What is he doing to our beloved Christians? It's really harsh. The images are shocking. Huh? What we've been seeing for the past 3 weeks in Sudan, what we've been seeing in Nigeria, what's happening? It's enough to make you throw your hands up in disbelief. It's enough to make you throw your hands up. Please.
She was taking rocky areas.
She was brought to the rocky area
The night.
during the night. They kidnapped her.
Now, other Muslims were...
And other Muslims were here. And the jihadists didn't touch them. They only went after her.
Are they of the same Islamic faith but were not targeted?
Did they deselect the Christians?
Girls,
To girls.
I'm soaked. I slaughtered them with red.
They finished me off with them. I can't say the word or they'll censor us. But imagine what these barbarians could do to a woman. This is tremendous. It's a real shame. Family, please leave your likes. We have to share this. We have to share this. We have to give a voice to all these people. If we manage to, well, I don't know. If an important number of people at least see what's happening because the world doesn't know this is going on. I think we've already done our part. Giving these people a voice, they're desperate. They're being hunted. Tell me, what harm are these people doing? In a church to be persecuted? How are they harming the world? Some barbarians who don't even... This is unbelievable. Most of the radical Islamists that these people are pursuing have no connection whatsoever with Islam. They've just joined in there. It's just that it's tremendous. It's tremendous. Just look at what they've done to a couple of communities. I can't show this image. They burn their churches. The poor continue visiting the church ruins to pray. They don't give up. And if those people don't give up, how are we going to give up? Of denouncing what they're doing to them? Think about it carefully. That it could be any of us. Anyone could be.
And I live in Roof, it's near Boué.
The man is telling where he lives and says they surrounded the whole village.
And actually what happened is that there was a serious attack.
There was a serious attack.
From
The Fulani. They went at night.
And they destroyed the village called Cubat.
Like that, hundreds. Like that, hundreds. And the world is silent. United Nations, is there a Security Council meeting this week? No, there isn't. Where are the NGOs? Where is everyone? Is everyone in Gaza? So you can understand a bit about the situation of Christians in Africa. Let's try to explain this because it's dense. Besides being dense, it's complicated to explain. Let's zoom in here and let's see. These are the Islamist groups currently operating in Africa. Let's take out Deasena since it's not relevant now. Or maybe it is, since they sell weapons to the others. Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, and Algeria. There is a presence of terrorists. But when it comes to Central Africa, that's when things really get crazy. In Mali, only in Mali. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 radical Islamic terrorist organizations. Only in Mali. What about the Emirate of I don't know what? What about Jabhat al-Nusra from I don't know where? What about Akami? What about I don't know what? It's crazy. Miria. There he is. He is the Islamic State and the Boko Haram guys. Islamic State of Africa. Kenya. 3 organizations, Somalia 2 others. And what do these groups do? They are dedicated to massacring people, forcing them under threat to convert to their faith, trafficking everyone they catch around there, stealing oil wells, becoming billionaires, and spreading chaos across the land. But just look at how the number of deaths has grown since 2010. This is only up to 2016. It's not just Christians. They're wiping out everyone. Well then, do you know who is a partner of these people? Especially those who are in Mali? Do you know who is a partner? Regimes like Nicolas Maduro's. He oversees sending his goods so these groups can move them through the desert, across Africa, and into Europe. That's how they finance themselves and where they get their money. Images. Grotesque image. Hundreds. Because they are Christians. If they were Jews too, if they were Anunnaki too, whoever it is, and non-violent Muslims as well. Everyone. Where's the debate coming from now? We know the aircraft carrier Gerald Ford is heading to the Caribbean, but there are rumors circulating. The aircraft carrier could be diverted to Nigeria, restore order. In the upper levels of the government. That looks the other way when this is being done to Christians. This is being talked about. It's being said that another aircraft carrier could set sail from the United States, from Virginia, heading south to the Caribbean Sea, which is practically right next door. Tron has said that if this continues, economic aid to Nigeria will stop. But what was missing was that it involved American taxpayers' money too. That they're wiping out the Christians. This is a serious issue. Who sells weapons to them? It's not poor people. There's a country called Russia, which is responsible for sending planes and planes, and more planes and planes there. Loaded with everything? Planes keep arriving, and people just go to catch them. And it keeps happening. But nobody remembers this. Nobody remembers this. The girls, do you remember the girls who went that time when Obama's wife appeared? Please release them. Muslim bueno. Well, no one moves here anymore. It doesn't matter now. It's not a problem anymore. Imagine that you're there. With your family, your sons, your daughters. In the middle of the night, they come. They take them away over there. Imagining it seems easy to me, but there's nothing easy about it. What has the church said? The Pope has condemned it. He seems more worried about Maduro not being overthrown by force. The main concern of the church is that Maduro is not overthrown by force. But for Christians, nothing. Nothing. Not at all. There is an important figure in this whole movement. There is a priest who currently voices what's happening there. The man is taking an enormous risk, and thanks to him, we can see shocking, very harsh images. Thanks to him, the world can see it. The names on the wall are all the Christians who were massacred. Yes, besides.
A temptation. The European Union?
United Nations, European Community.
Techno. This is a...
Yes.
On the fateful day of March 7th, 2010, the massacre of Atogona, Hawa, Plateau.
All this occurred on March 7th, 2010. All those people, my God. Well, as far as I can see, about 250 down there. This crazy guy. They haven't sent protection or anyone for them. There's no humanitarian mission, nothing. There's nothing. The church destroyed by those barbarians, and they're still there praying. The church was destroyed by barbarians. These people already have enough just being poor and not having a life like we do in our world, in our West. It's too much. Plus, for them to be persecuted for being Christians. This has to stop. This has to stop. The images we've seen from Sudan have to stop. I'm going to show you some satellite images from Sudan. Also, to make someone feel deep shame. Pedro Sanchez, aren't you very concerned about people's rights? What about these? Do the people from Sudan have rights? Do you think this is normal, Pedro? Do you know what that is? They're not sheep, Pedro. They're not sheep. Tremendous. Look at it closely. Entire villages reduced to ashes. Entire generations wiped out. For being Christians, are we crazy? Well, are they crazy, or do they want to make us think that we are the crazy ones? Let's get it. And on top of that, with what's happening in Gaza, with what's happening in Israel, and these people dare to claim a Geno is happening in Israel? Dare? It's okay. That's enough. Of this whole story, who is the main person responsible for this whole movement of capturing and attacking the Christians? No, well, here he is. Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. Sheikh Ahmed Gumi is the official spokesperson for all the terrorists in Nigeria. He has been the one calling for these actions. How should we act? Should we act? Are there enough carriers to act? But then don't lose it. All these generals from the governments of Nigeria and other countries, Mali, Mauritania, then all these people from the government and those in power. From there, they take private flights every week to go shopping in Madrid and Paris, to spend a weekend in Berlin. It's no big deal. There's no international arrest warrant. The international court is very busy with Netanyahu. They're terribly busy to start issuing international arrest warrants against those directly responsible. Do you know which country is providing aid over there to Africa, Israel? Israel. Wow. That doesn't count either. Why would they count it? If it breaks the pattern, the easy speech. Look at them, desperate, it's nothing.
America, please wait for us. We're killing ourselves.
America, America, let go, let go, let go.
They're going to censor us. You won't see this on Al Jazeera. They don't say anything on Al Jazeera. They're busy in Gaza too. They're worried if there are 200 terrorist guys in a tunnel. They're busy, wondering what will happen to the 200 waiting in a tunnel. They're really busy. I already warned about it. That this was going to happen. I said, are we going to have an international campaign now? To whitewash the impossible? Yes, to whitewash the impossible. Careful, careful. What are you still going to see? Because this is where it already happens. You could go crazy and say, let's go away. Pay attention to this. Twitter. The Israeli army in a criminal act It shares images of the initial flooding of a Rafah tunnel with cement, trapping over 150 resistance fighters. By the way, this is a lie because that video is from the tunnel where Brother Singwar was under the European hospital in Khan Yunis. On top of that, they even lie. Poor guys, they're going to pour cement on top of them. What do you guys in the chat think? All right, let's see your comments, your messages of support for the Christian community in Africa. Let's read them here. It's amazing, really. All of this is just amazing. Lali, thank you. Welcome, Alicio. Zin, let's start the goal. Thanks, Zin Bernier, for keeping us informed. Esther Tejas, God bless you. May God bless those people in Africa for God's sake. Angel Cappy, thank you for what you were told. Then you'll face tribulation, be killed, and be hated by everyone because of my name. 100%. And the world looks the other way. Zin, this is tough to watch. Greetings to Esther Tejas. Thank you, Eliseo. My condolences to the Christians. Africa, from Israel, we explained the mafia situation. From the Vatican. Nomi, thank you very much. And Eliseo, thank you very much. Well, the Vatican is very busy with Father Romanelli and the Christian community in Gaza saying that food is not arriving. Father Romanelli has reappeared from the bunker there in Gaza to tell us and say that humanitarian aid is not coming in. Father Romanelli. We keep inviting him so he can answer questions on the channel. Please. We beg him. In the name of Jesus and all the saints, heavenly angels and the entire commission, spiritual commission of humanity, please come. info@militarystrategies.com. We have a few questions, Father Romanelli. If you enjoy reporting, come here. Many people will hear you. Millions. Father Romanelli, what better place for a little church publicity? Father Romanelli is amazing. My question is, if he hasn't walked around Gaza City and Deir just to see all the restaurants and cafes that are open with Nutella, chocolate, chicken, kebab, shawarma, rice, lamb. There are even new cars and the latest phones, Father Romanelli. But the aid isn't coming in, right? How's it going to get in? How do I know aid isn't coming in? Hamas asked to stop filming videos showing food. Look, Father Romanelli. We're going to show you a video from today. A Ukrainian girl is in Gaza. It's like, wow. Well, hey, everyone chooses where to go. It's Father Romanelli. Today's images from Gaza. November 7, 2025. Let's see how things are, Father. I love Gazati cuisine. Look, they give you a cake, a shawarma, they give you everything. The place is well lit with lights, with pastries, Al-Qadi sweets. Al-Qadi sweets. If you want, we can do the interview from there. Father Romanelli, and you can tell us a bit about how things are going in Gaza. I have a question. I'm just going to ask Father Romanelli one question whenever he decides to come. Father, how many times did you visit the kidnapped people in 2 years? To bring them food? How many? How many times? How often has Father Romanelli visited the hostages? Just a few, right? Or none? He's happy because there was a bombing-free Sunday in Gaza. We are happy, Father Romanelli, because the living and the dead have returned home. They are also sending them back in pieces. That's why we are happy, Romanelli. Let's see if he talks to his neighbors and explains to them to stop launching rockets and invading Israel, kidnapping people and doing to them what they did to the Vivas family. Let's see if you can convince them. Having connections changes nothing. I'm sure they'll listen to you. And the Christians in Africa, this is going to continue like this. Miles. And thousands more in danger. What about running an international awareness campaign? I don't know. We have to do something. We'll have to find some way to help. I just don't know either. The ones who are supposed to do it aren't doing it. We'll see. Let's see. Ultimately, those who should act don't, while those who shouldn't try to. Just like that. By the way, speaking of terrible organizations, congrats to the National Police of Spain. For what we're about to see now. Congratulations. Video. Quite explanatory about how far the issue is going and where things are headed. You're going to see it in a second. And here it is. Come on, let's take a look. Spanish National Police operation against Tren de Aragua. Collaboration with the National Police of Colombia. Entry into the building and arrest of members of the Tren de Aragua. 13 arrested. Thank you very much for your work. And for preventing it from becoming, although unfortunately it already is in some areas of Spain, into a nest. For these people, thank you very much, really. Good. See you tonight. Tonight we'll discuss Venezuela, Gaza, and events in Lebanon. Tonight here on Military Strategies. Greetings.